Welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Let's enjoy this video together. People call me an ugly duckling. At first they said I was average. Then they started to say I was slow and lacked grace. Eventually, they just called me stupid. The funny thing is I've always been the same. But now I know that I need to find my true self within this shell of pain and misery. I have to become stronger for the ones I love and the ones who love me. So I won't hide anymore. Because I shine when I'm just being my true self. They say you never know when death will come knocking on your door. Still, I thought that day would come much later for me. But today my life came to an end. I was suddenly struck with a terminal illness. My body grew thin and weak as my life started draining out of me. I was only 22 years old. And today I died. What's going on? I thought I died just now. This isn't a hospital. How did I end up here? And what's wrong with my hand? Why is it so swollen? It's like I gained a bunch of weight all of a sudden. Miss. Are you all right, miss? Huh? Who is this foreigner and what's she wearing? A maid outfit? Is she cosplaying or something? And why is she calling me miss? Would you like some water? Oh. Thank you. Huh? Why does she look like she's just seen a ghost? Did I do something wrong? All I did was say thank you. Gah. What the? That's not my face. Ugh. Miss. Are you all right? Miss. My head hurts. It feels like it's going to burst open. What's happening to me? A bunch of memories are flooding into my head. They're the memories of the person who owns the body. The memories of Sylvia Atlanti, whose body I've woken up in. Sylvia Atlanti was a girl who would have lived a normal life if she had been born into any other family. But unfortunately she was born the first daughter of Duke Atlanti. Duke Atlanti, he was the head of House Atlanti, a prestigious family that helped found the empire and achieved high status and wealth throughout several generations. With an outstanding political acumen and stunningly handsome looks, he was second to none in any area. That was the kind of man Sylvia's father was. It was rumored that the many women who had pined after him wept on his wedding day. But no one had a single bad thing to say about his new wife. Because the new Duchess, who was the youngest daughter of a Margrave, possessed an angelic kindness and beauty. Thus, people naturally expected that the Duke and Duchess's children would be equally flawless. Because if they inherited their parents' genes, they would no doubt be strikingly beautiful and amazingly talented, with kind personalities to boot. And these assumptions turned out to be correct. 3 of the Duke and Duchess's children were just as perfect as everyone had expected. But one of them turned out to be extremely average, with nothing particularly special about her. That child was Sylvia Atlanti, the person whose body I woke up in. Because she hadn't inherited the same superior genes as her siblings, Sylvia started to feel inferior to them. Being compared to Aileen, who was only a year younger, made her feel even worse. Aileen Atlanti had a gentle and kind disposition and a lovable appearance that made people want to shower her with affection. She was also exceptionally intelligent. Aileen was the perfect example of a girl worthy of the Atlanti name. Lady Aileen is so pretty, kind, and adorable to boot. There's no doubt that she's an angel sent straight from heaven. Everyone loved Aileen. All their compliments and praise were for her. But the more people fawned over Aileen, the more Sylvia was ignored or forgotten. Compared to Lady Aileen, Lady Sylvia is. How do I say this? Goodness, she's loitering awkwardly in the back again with that gloomy expression of hers. She really doesn't belong in House Atlanti. Though she might pass as the family maid. Shh. She might hear you. Even if she can hear us, she's too stupid to understand what we're saying. Oh ho ho. These cruel, harsh words brought more and more pain to Sylvia's heart. With insults constantly directed her way, her wounds had no time to heal. Her true self was buried beneath her emotional scars and slowly faded away. Eventually she was no longer able to control herself. To soothe her depression, she began binge eating, which made her gain weight. As her body grew larger, her sense of inferiority grew with it. The more she spiraled, the more people avoided her. No one cared about her anymore, not even her own family. Time passed, and the day of Aileen and the Crown Prince's engagement ceremony came. There, with everyone watching, Sylvia slapped her sister's face. Regardless of her reason, she had struck a woman who was to become the Crown Princess. Therefore, Sylvia was charged with holding contempt against the imperial family. She was arrested immediately, but she showed no shame or remorse, even in jail. Because up until then, she hadn't been punished harshly for any trouble she had caused. How dare you lock up a lady of House Atlanti? You'll pay for this. Release me this instant. I'm sure I'll be let off the hook again after being confined. I'm Duke Atlanti's daughter, after all. But...
How long did you think I'd turn a blind eye to your actions? You have no place in this house anymore. I exile you, Sylvia Atlant, to the abandoned territory of Avat.
No, no, father. Please don't send me there. Please, father. Father. Avat was a hellish territory, where one could get killed by demons at any moment. After losing everything and being abandoned by her father, Sylvia decided to kill herself. On the day she turned 20, she drank poison and left this world. All Sylvia Atlanti had wanted was to be loved, but in the end, she took her own life without even having received that love. And it looks like I've turned into that very same girl. Belle, fetch me a mirror. Pardon? Are you sure? You want me to bring a mirror? Yes. And get me a big one, while you're at it. Yes, Miss Sylvia. I guess Sylvia really hated seeing her reflection in the mirror. Belle looked so shocked when I asked her for one. Here is the mirror, miss. She really is fat. And her face is kinda, how do I put this? I bet if you asked anyone on the street, they would say she looks like she'd have a horrible personality. Am I really Duke Atlanti's biological daughter? Miss Sylvia. Please don't say such things. Not only is she chubby, but her skin is totally breaking out. Her hair is coarse and tangled because she didn't take care of it at all. But her eyes are bright blue and stand out on their own. They don't suit the rest of her plain appearance. It would have been better if they had been dark, like her hair. But Sylvia loved her eyes. Because they were the only proof that she was of the Atlanti bloodline. Belle? What year is it right now? Huh? It's currently the year 392 on the solar calendar, miss. Wait, what? It's the year 392? Not 397? Yes. It's the year 392. Is something the matter? Hold on. Sylvia drank poison and died on her birthday in the year 397. But it's the year 392 now. So I've woken up in her body 5 years before her death? And with all of her memories in my head? Belle. What was I doing yesterday? Well, you attended the banquet that was held for you inside the manor. After it ended, you stayed in your room for the rest of the day. Really? Yes. I promise I'm telling the truth. No way. So this is exactly 5 years before the time of her last memory. I knew Belle looked younger than she should. Why on earth did I wake up in her body on such a random date? Actually, why did I wake up in her body at all? Aya. What the heck is happening to me right now? Someone please tell me what's going on.
Miss Sylvia, Master has called for you.
Master? Does he mean Duke Atlanti? As in Sylvia's father? Why is the Duke summoning me all of a sudden? It's scary.